It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. And it's the podcast, and it's the hottest. Go!
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
Yeah, today we are joined by boss babe Jada Kennedy.
Jada in the building.
Waxtician.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. Can't complain.
Yes. You look good and you look
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
got
you.
that beautiful dress on.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
It is
Like
pretty.
look at
Who? Body, yada, yada, yada. I'm just
Okay, can you share with our listeners, the watchers, a little bit more about your brand?
Okay, well, my name is Jada Kennedy. I've been in business for going on 8 years now. I own a business called Waxtician Studio, which is basically a full body wax shop. You do from your hairline to your toes. I have 2 locations, one in U City and another one in Florissant. Eventually trying to open my 3rd one, trying to, get to, I don't want to say the area too soon because I'm big on waiting till like 99% done before I get the announcing because, some stuff just doesn't go, how we plan.
Yeah, the site be making moves.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we also, we
Say what you do. Say everything.
So I also sorry. So I also do the YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Urban Extraction. I basically pop. I don't want to say private pop bumps, but we have like ingrowns, blackheads, cysts, and I feel like when I first started in school, nobody didn't know about the area, or if they did, they was in denial. So, starting about 9 years ago, I was in school and I did this one girl, and I'm like, oh my god, you got these little bumps just like me, and she's like, what is it? I'm like, well, when I pop mines, I have hair in them, and she's like, well, let me see. So I started doing hairs, and I just started removing the ingrown hairs out her private area, and I just feel like a lot of people tend to their faces and not that other area. So when I came out and started my own business, I focused on every other area that the other estheticians didn't, and that's kind of how I created my own name. I was always big on be just like them and different or better. So and that's kind of what I was doing, is being different.
And you be popping this stuff. Okay.
It's like so amazing though, because I'll be like,
is that what you get pleasure?
I do.
Are you one of those people that like to see it, or you just say, you know what? No, I get pleasure out of. I know you get pleasure out of helping the people and service everyone, right? So I don't want to say, is it not that? But you actually like
there. She's looking like
this.
So I actually, I like how you put it, because I do want to help them, but it was more my pleasure seeing it pop out, seeing the gooey stuff, stuff like that.
Like,
so to just see, and then like you said, it's basically it helps them, because people are like, oh, the pain is gone, or it flattens back out, because you got some people that like once you get the gook out, it flattens, and a lot of people want to see smooth skin. So that's kind of like instant results. Now you do have different type of ingrowns where it's just swell, or not even just ingrowns, but different type of skin type. That some people do have hyperpigmentation or scarring skin and stuff like that. So you just kind of, it's different strokes with different folks when it comes to when I do remove the ingrowns.
Oh my god!
look, I'm all excited.
I'm one of those people that watch like this, like, go ahead.
What? That's the best.
I be watching.
The best part.
I like watching it. It's exciting.
My braids keep getting stuck on all this sequences. That's why I'm doing so much moving. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Waxtician Studios.
Okay.
We definitely gonna jump into the YouTube.
Okay.
Because that's just a space where it's just like,
Okay.
but it's like a good right? All right. So what inspired you to get started in this industry?
So with Waxtician Studios, I was by myself first. I want to kind of state that because it's towards the end I explain. But I think I was getting waxed by this lady, and I was like, "What are you?" And she's like, "An esthetician."
Yeah.
And I think this like when I was around 19. I'm like, "An esthetician?" She was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "That's where you go when you don't want to be a dermatologist." And I was like, "Oh wow." She was like, "Yeah, I used to work up under a dermatologist and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh wow, okay, cool."
Yeah.
So when I went there, because she explained to me when I was getting waxed that she does mostly facials and she specializes facials. She does a little bit of waxing. So I'm like, okay, well, I like skin. So at that time, I also still knew that I like popping bumps on the face.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so I'm saying that because I don't want to jump the gun. So I thought it was all about the face when I went to school.
Yes.
So when I went to school, I'm like, okay, I could get the blackheads on the nose, the chins, da 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 da. So moving forward, when I had wax week, that's when I did that young lady, and I'm like, you got the same, bumps and stuff like that, and I just pushed on them, and she didn't even know what it was.
Yes.
So it kind of took off from there. I was like, okay, I like waxing because it's an instant result. I can get your Brazilian done literally to 7 to 10 minutes. I specialize in speed because who wants to be in pain longer than nobody. So that was my goal, to always perfect my speed. But I also was doing vajacials and removing those extractions. So I kind of got in it because I love the extractions, and the waxing came behind it. So that's kind of how I started. And then moving a couple years later, I got big on YouTube. I had people traveling to St. Louis just to see me because I have over like 860,000 subscribers on YouTube. So people were traveling to see me. That being said, it kind of gave me a idea that I need to expand because I could not keep up. I was literally working 12 hours a day, 4 to 6 hours on a weekend. So I literally was kind of missing out on personal life and my daughter. I'm not going to lie to you. So at that time I was like, okay, it got to be something better and a little bit more freedom. So I expanded and I started hiring a team.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. So that's super dope.
Yeah.
Did you know, like, at what point did you realize that the vaginas were included under that umbrella too?
I mean, to be honest, as soon as you get in that class, I think the first 10 weeks, I haven't been in school in over 10 years, but I think the first 10 weeks, if they still do it that way, you learn about the anatomy, the skin infections, layers of the skin, just all type of stuff. So you basically learn that you're gonna have to do a full body. Hair removal was in the chapter, and of course when we got to the hair removal, I was like, oh, okay, we got to do this. Okay, it makes sense because now I'm thinking back to the young lady who waxed me. I'm like, oh, that makes sense because she does the Brazilians.
So. Okay, so that's dope. That's a good inspiration. I remember when you first started, I was like, "Who want to do this? Is dope."
Yes.
I only started getting Brazilian because you opened the business, and I was just like, "Yeah, let's go support." Boy, they were like, turn the paper.
When I say Fern had an event at her house. Remember?
I remember the event, but I don't think I was there.
I was gonna say,
Chris was like, girl, she had an event at her house. So this is my first time getting Brazilian.
Yes, I'm telling you, we literally.
I'm a sweater too.
Jada opened this business. It's like, okay, she doing this. This is dope. Let's do it.
Y'all make me blush.
I'm a sweater. The whole bed was wet. Everything was wet. And I'm like,
I'm just wiping it down. It's so normal. I'm just wiping it down.
Paper all up your butt. You like, I'm so sorry.
Oh, she was there from the beginning then because I don't even use paper no more.
Yeah, when you had it, I get up and know everything.
It's so funny.
I take the paper up with
Oh
me.
my God. That is so funny. Yeah. She was there in the beginning. I used to pick off that booty talking about, excuse me, sorry.
But you did make me feel good. You was like, it's normal. I'm like, okay. Because baby, I'm about to sweat. You need more baby powder on me. I need my look.
Nah, I'm the baby powder person, baby. She in there was like,
seasoning like chicken.
I'm like, whoa, you got a lot of baby powder down here. This ain't gonna work for me.
Like chicken.
Seriously, talk about
So you got the balance now. You more so. Do you still meaning like how you said at first you were just working due to the demand, and I know the demand is still there.
Okay.
So how about this? How do you balance now? Even with the team.
I just go with it, to be honest with you.
It is what it is.
You're never not working.
Yeah.
I'm always on call. I honestly, very grateful for the expansion, very grateful for the team, but it's like I cannot sleep past 5 o'clock. I always want to be up before them. To just be on call to say, because people get sick. People have mental days where they just want to rest. So now it's like 5 o'clock. I wake up like, Look at
What's
my
going
phone. All right, cool. Or did somebody no show? All right, cool. You know.
Yes.
So to be honest, I'm still working. I'm
Yeah.
still working. It's
Just working behind the scenes a little
More
bit.
behind the scenes than in, but you jump in when you need to.
Yes, for sure. But I'm still working. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's never not a time that I'm not working. Even on vacation, I'm hello, how you doing? I'm sorry about that happened. Da da da. Wah wah. Hello, how are you? You know, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I guess behind the scenes.
So, quick question. So, with your team and like you brand yourself based off the things that you do, is it certain stipulations that your team has to adhere to? The people that you hire under your umbrella? Like I know they gotta have their license, their esthetician license.
Okay.
But there's like certain requirements you require of them.
So if I'm understanding, I want them to be professional. I want them to be bubbly. I understand sometimes that's not your personality, but coming here, I hate to say it, fake it till you make it, but people want that,
You want to feel
fun,
welcome.
welcome, like, cause I hate to say it like that. Like when you try, hey, my name is Jada,
Yeah.
come on in. They're like, oh, I'm already scared.
Yeah, you already scared.
You know?
Yes.
So I do want that bubbly personality. I
Yes.
want you to also be all of, cause I'm really big. If you work hard for someone else, you're gonna work hard for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want you to be as dedicated. I'm not saying run this whole shop, cause I know what it is. It's mine. I get it. I understand. But you got to show it for yourself as
Yeah.
well. So I just want somebody that's very dedicated and stuff like that.
And engage.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the best. I'm not going to lie. If you going in, I don't care how many times you do it. Number one, you either going to want to go to your person, or if you do go to someone else, like you want that introduction to be engaging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where
Especially if you finna put your pussy all up in somebody's face. You just like, she all like, hi. No skirt.
Seriously.
Like-
not that frilly. Speak to her first. Like,
Like,
you're welcome.
Because I'm already scared. I'm scared. I'm like, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm a sweater.
Yes, yes,
The bed's
yes.
gonna be a little
So
wet.
yeah,
I
that's basically
apologize.
what
We got water all down your booty and your crack. You're like,
No, that's real. That is exactly kind of what all I want. It's professionalism and communication. I think in any relationship,
saying.
communication is A1, because I'm very understanding. I tell them all the time, I wanted to create a business where you're happy to be here. I want to create a business that you are celebrating. So if you sitting here telling me like that, I can't do it, today is not my mental day, but guess what? I'm going to show up for you, because you show up for me. And I do appreciate that. But I also, it can't be one-sided. That's all. And I feel like the team that I have now know that, because I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of expansion was like mentally drained, where I was like, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like I was done.
Dealing with people is always exhausting.
But that was because I was trying to be Oprah, and I was like, you get a job, you get a job, you get a job. Did not do no background check, did not do any reference. So I'm literally, so that's why I think my body is programmed to wake up at 5. Because that first year, oh my God, it was so crazy that one day I'm like, Abby, get up. Let's go. She running downstairs talking about somebody didn't show up for work. I'm like, no, let's go. You know? And it was kind of sad. It was funny. But it was sad. Like I got her programmed to knowing that I have to, you know, it was a couple of days that my daughter missed school because I had to be at work, you know. So I was like, okay, it gotta be something's given. But that was like, again, my fault. Like I literally was giving everybody a job. I didn't care. I was like, okay, you said it was good. Okay. And I was
you said you waxed before. Okay, come on there. Come on.
You want to wax? I'll show you.
So
now let me show you how to do it.
No, waxing. I actually had a real good waxer. So I don't want to say it was the studio reps. And what actually made me really step my game up was your daughter. Okay. Because she was 17 coming in, very reliable, professional, put her foot down.
I'm like, oh yeah.
But I mean, just for her age, she was so professional. Of course, because you are a mother, I knew that. But it was just like, I'm like, if a 17-year-old can do this, and I got this 40-year-old clowning.
It's crazy.
It's something with me. I gotta fix this. This is not right. I did not want her to go to school. I did not want. I'm like, you gotta go to school. You gotta live life. That's what's up. You know.
I'm like, oh.
Right.
What the hell I doing this out?
Dang, man.
Trying to do what you feed the kids.
Yes. So it was.
I remember her just like, Mom, I'm excited. And I used to give her pointers, right? Because I'm like, this is not like, what you had to understand was, speaking of trend, I was like, a lot of kids your age, like first time jobs or whatever, like fast food. I was like, this ain't that. So I was like, you never know who's coming through her doors. And so you stay professional. I was like, you stay out of BS. You make sure that you understand authority in this situation. Like, look, I'm like, no, I don't play that. Because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to, it's like I said, I forgot.
It's a reflection of me.
Like, Crystal, I'm like, wait, my daughter.
No, for real.
I forgot, but no, I prepped her on all that. Like, we ain't. And
it was amazing.
We ain't doing it.
Like, I have nothing bad to say, but just to show that she showed me who I need in her.
If she worked at McDonald's, you worked at Burger King, but I'm like, no, you working for Jada Kennedy.
Yes,
like,
I appreciate
this is how you represent yourself.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate
that was pretty dope, and I appreciate you too for giving her that opportunity.
Yeah, girl, changed my life.
Yeah.
I appreciate her.
I needed her. I'm up here struggling with these 40-year-olds.
Yes.
Like,
It's not
I gotta find the babies. Like, I need more babies. Bring the babies to me.
Said that one word.
Because actually you can mold them.
Before you coming up too, let me know.
But you can mold the babies though. These 40-year-olds already molded.
They already stuck in their ways.
Sometimes, not all of them. It depends on where they come from.
I had another young girl that I liked, but she wasn't strong. She didn't have a backbone. Because you will have some guests that come in there and be like, nah, this is my first time. They'll see on her that they came here their first time, but they're like, okay, because they don't want, to be, I don't want to say confrontational, because you could be professional and kind of put your foot down.
Yeah.
But always mean negative.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So, like, seeing that I tried to have someone like that, and then I also, like, to answer your question, I had an older lady that was like, okay, how can I do this? What can I do this? This is this, da 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 da. So I don't want to put an age on it. It's just personality, to be honest with you.
It's just a person.
It's a personality, and I start having personality tests when I start hiring. I start doing orientation. I start having 3 interviews, because I say, if you go to this one, you go this one, go this one, you're serious. So I definitely just feel like it's a personality, because I had some people that were older than me, same age as me, younger than me, that are phenomenal.
Yeah. It's the people
I
itself.
got another one. She turned 16 in July. I'll send it to you. I'll let you know.
Like she marking. Like
she good. She good. She like trend. Great personality.
I will take her. That's amazing.
I bet you. I'm telling you, she good. I let you. Got your job done. But no, okay, so let's jump into YouTube. How did YouTube spark and build to where you have the following now? And this is like, I know you travel too with your business as well, because as much as they want to come to you, you're like, look at this demand. Over here. I need to go to y'all too.
Okay, bet. So how that started was, again, extractions, the popping the bumps and stuff like that. And I actually had a web designer that was like, do you know this? Because I used to post it on Facebook.
Yes.
And she was like, do you know this big on YouTube? I'm like, what? She's like, the extractions posted on YouTube. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
So at that time, I called it urban extraction because I'm from an urban community. I love urban music. I am urban, you know. So I had like slow jams, it was just all 90s music, so old school. And I used to literally had the other phone play the music and just like record it over the voiceover. I didn't have my voice on there at all. I started hitting millions and millions of views. Everybody's like, I love the music choice. I love the videos.
Come on, man.
YouTube contacted me and was like, look, you can make some money if you get this music off of here because of copyright. I ain't know anything about copyright. I'm like, what they mean copyright? They're like, look, if these people ain't getting paid, you not getting paid, you don't want to get sued. Da 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 da. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, what the hell they want me to say? So I'm like, what? No, it wasn't even what was I going to say. It was more like, what can I do now to be different? Because I wanted to do the, urban music. So I guess the first video, I was like, look, y'all, they told me if I want to get paid,
I gotta do that.
I gotta do something different. So I'm finna just tell you how my day is.
I gotta talk about it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I just told them about a day, and people were like, oh my God, I love your voice. And I thought this was really kind of crazy, because I always thought I had like a deeper tone voice, and I did not like my voice. But I mean, look how they gave me confidence as I have helped them too. Because a lot of people say I help them go to sleep because they have insomnia, or they always tend to like pull out their edges or their lashes, and that helps them from, because that's
It's a
Do
thing.
not mark my word. I forgot how to say the word, but it's basically a condition where they just pull their edges or pull their hair. I think it's like trick something. I don't remember. So a lot of people was reaching out to me saying that I helped them on that.
That's
so it built my confidence as well with my voice, and it built, their, I don't know, confidence too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it helped them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know what you're
thank
saying
you.
because I remember when I was working this overnight shift, right? And I was like, oh, I don't do this, right? I'm like, I don't know who they think I am. I don't do this. But anyway, I did it. And I was watching YouTube. I was watching a commentary. I'm not going to say too much to it, but I was watching this commentary of a person talking about like just food. When I tell you I stayed up all night, perfectly fine, working, and I was just watching these reviews. And I was, ever since then, that was the first and last time I've ever worked overnight. But I became a fan of that person. And now I literally just follow this person for that reason. I just watch it. Just be bugging up, laughing, all of it.
So she does ASMR, like she just choosing a thing, or
What you mean?
No, she just liked her voice.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, she does. She eats the food.
She my food. She
And
does
yeah,
food.
so she talks over it. No, not that.
No, she ain't about that.
No,
She's talking about this food.
You bring,
That's what I
bring
say.
a whole nother side of me out for no reason. I snap. I go crazy. I can't take it.
I was gonna say
cannot
she ain't
take
talking
it.
about that.
I'm talking about like someone that's eating food and they're telling you how it was, and they got their personality to it. That alone, so I can understand. Like, and the only thing it did was just kept me intrigued. It kept me up. It kept me engaged. So I can understand how
you probably was talking to her about how
yes,
it
I was
tastes.
up.
That food do look good.
I'm like, it do look good. So I can understand what you're saying with your following, saying like, okay, you're helping me get through something.
Okay,
right
yes,
now.
that's that. And it was crazy because I'm like, who, me? Look on me. All I'm doing is just, all I'm doing is just popping bumps on private parts.
But that is the best content when it's authentic.
Yeah, it is.
So
I appreciate it.
That's super dope. So I know you said you about to
Like
expand.
I'm all like,
you really?
but Jada she be all up in that thing though. I be like, woo, like, is
and I have
everything
3 girls, and I'm like,
Love
you
it.
see us,
She
put
love it.
some clothes on, you put some clothes on.
Oh.
All of us in the house.
Oh, and I be all up. But
and I could just, but I could just imagine like how much stuff you've experienced just with different women and just I don't know. I don't think I could be able to do that in general.
I didn't even want to touch on. I wanted to say, and I was like, I ain't gonna even go there.
no, you good. I'm okay with speaking it. I'm okay with speaking on it on the strength. I have learned not to say too much because as much as I at first I used to be like, well, they don't know their name, they don't know who I'm talking about. I don't do that. As I got older, I was like, bro, I don't. Yeah, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But I will say it has made me very comfortable, and I have made everybody else comfortable.
Yes.
I will say a lot of people are just not knowledgeable of their body and what to do with it. And if they do know,
it's different. It's a different story.
It's a different story.
But see, I'm the same way I was going to mention. I'm real careful. You never see me talk about certain stuff because I want you to be comfortable. But I know if I say certain stuff, if I tell certain stories, it might bring out the wrong reaction.
Exactly.
And it's like, no, I mean, it's not that for me. So I don't talk to certain things, and I'm real careful. And we talk about vaginas after the camera cut. We talk about vaginas.
I'm just in my brain because I like the whole passionate situation about.
I like vaginas.
I do like vaginas too, but at the same time, I'm talking about like just popping pimples or stuff like that. I like that; it makes me feel good, so I know exactly what she's talking about. But I do. I like that stuff. But I'm just talking about in the space that you're in.
No. Look, so private areas don't bother me. Like I said, I have seen a lot. I to be honest, are okay with it. But you got some people who, if I do try to speak and like, hey, this area is this, they get so scared, so self-conscious, and they might not come back.
Yeah,
so
you don't want
sometimes
that.
I'm like, oh my God, like, what am I saying wrong? Like, I literally will watch YouTubes on how to sit here and say certain things. I read, but sometimes it just be them. They like, prime example, who wants to like, oh, they talking about my that is a sensitive subject. Nobody don't want anything to happen in that area, so even if I do try to educate, I think some people are like, I ain't going back, that's embarrassing. They might take what I teach them and they might be like, okay, cool, but they'll go somewhere else. You know what I mean? And then I have some people that be like, oh, thank you, I never knew that. Next time, why you haven't been telling me? Because for a while I was scared to tell certain people about the situation, but when it started interfering with how I work, I had to, you know, like,
You gotta
hey,
educate them.
yeah, I had this and this and this, and I had, believe it or not, I had more people that was like, why you ain't been saying nothing? You all just had me coming in here,
Yeah.
versus the people that never came back.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that part.
Of course.
So do you think it's a market for that though? Like just like for educational purposes, like for ladies? Because one thing that I have learned, we aren't all taught the same things. Everybody's not taught the stuff that we're supposed to do as far as like wiping the right way, using certain products.
I was going to touch on that. Feminine products.
Just, you know, taking, like immersing ourselves in bath water in certain situations. It's like a lot of us we're all different. We have all different types of
Just, you know,
skin.
when they did to look like
Yeah.
video vixens. Smooth, everything. One
Yes,
color.
exactly.
Yes.
But it's like, do you think that it would be a benefit to like just educate us on different things? Like,
So thank you. I do. I probably do it because I do try to separate my business. I do more on YouTube. I like do my tales of like, hey, you know, this situation happened. I think we all should do this and do this. Now I'm bringing in incorporating with Waxtician Studios. So now on our TV screens, I'm gonna have like a slideshow and stuff like that.
that's dope.
But I also don't want to scare certain people because I'm gonna be honest.
Scary.
I don't mind people coming fresh from work.
Yeah.
I don't mind people coming fresh
Oh, yeah, I
after
wouldn't
taking
do
a
that.
poop. You know what I'm saying? All I'm asking
I'm
you-
hollering that poop.
No, listen, all I'm asking you is wipe until it's white. You know what I'm saying? And long as it's not a week long smell, to be honest, I could tell when somebody has all day sweat, and I could tell if you haven't showered in a couple of days to a week. It's a different type of tart. So I don't want to go too hard on the hygiene because I don't want people like, well, I just came fresh from work. I'm finna cancel my appointment because she said I must come shower. I don't mind. I know this sounds crazy. Shut up. But I don't mind a little tartness, okay? But it can't be built
It's the
up
experience.
long days,
Yes.
DAYS, a week's a worth of tartness.
You got to
You know what I mean?
at this point.
I do. I don't mind you coming fresh from work. And I gotta tell you this one story because she played too much. So boom, I have a client. She come in. She's like, "Oh, Jada, I did not want to get waxed by you because I just took a poop." I'm like, "Oh man, as long as you wipe your butt, you good." And she's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I wiped until it's white." I was like, "Did you wipe around the booty hole rim?" She's like, "The booty hole rim?" I'm like, "Yeah, the booty hole rim." She was like, "Nah." So let me tell you, her personality. She talks to me the whole time when she get waxed. She ain't say nothing to me the whole time, right? So I'm like, "Oh man, now I kind of did. I make her feel uncomfortable."
Hell yeah.
Y'all-
That was a butterfly. No, can we? I don't want a butterfly. Not today. I don't want a butterfly.
So she was like, I was like, "Knees and chest." She's like, "Okay." So she put knees and chest. I'm like, "Oh, it's clean." She's like, "Right, because I know how to wipe my butt."
Now she was cool.
Right. I said, "Girl, shut up. You ain't talk to me the whole thing." But basically what I'm saying, I want you to feel comfortable to come to me. I don't mind that. I don't want it to be too strict on my rules where I'm like, shower first, and people start canceling because they feel like they have
If
to.
I didn't shower, I can't come, and now you have all this cancel.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
I ain't never heard the booty hole rim either.
I haven't heard this specific, but I know.
I'm gonna say reason why.
Wipes
Just
on my
saying,
rest days,
so
stuff
many
like that.
people, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
But you have some people that know how they. I could tell if they wipe once, twice, not wiped at all, or they didn't get that booty hole rim. You know what I'm saying?
It's
and
booty
sometimes
hole
you gotta squeeze out to get in there. Cause I mean, you gotta understand, knees to chest, I'm seeing it all. That's why I always make a joke like so basically, if I always like knees to chest, they be like this, I'm like, bust wide open. They're like, that's all you have to say. I'm like, all right. So when you see that, you see everything. So that's probably why I say booty hole rim, because I can see the
I be in the shower like this. All right, I'm ready. You're not getting none of it. I don't want
Now she
nobody
got the
to say
mirror.
nothing about me. No. All they wanted to hear every
You know, Crystal, she don't wipe that booty hole rim.
I do.
So, ladies, now we know. Please wipe the booty hole rim.
I'm so paranoid because I've heard stories, and not that I don't think I don't know what I'm doing, but no, I'm in the shower. I got to shower. I get the wipes. I'm like,
Get up in there.
I'm like, can I go to the bathroom?
Like hibachi.
Yeah. Well, I know that I don't play no games back there because that's the worst thing. And I know I do all this, and I still be like, oh my God, 1, 2, 3.
No, for real, I do too. I still do it to this day.
Tissue back there.
No, that's real.
Listen.
That's real
that gotta
too.
be.
Oh my God.
I don't mean to
No.
scare nobody away, but I think that would, for me, that would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be embarrassing for me too.
Yes.
It'd be embarrassing for me when I be sweating that whole
Oh
damn
my
bed
Oh
off.
no, I'm sweating.
I be like, why is the bed so wet?
We so understand.
Everything wet.
It's
Like,
funny, but we understand.
Shut up, sweating.
Talk to me. Right.
I'll be sweating.
Yeah.
Nothing
That
is
is
going to
so
never stop me
funny.
from sweating. No matter what I do, no matter if I try to talk to you, relax. I even tried, I remember when I started coming to you, it was so new to me. I would start trying to take like a pain pill to kind of get ahead of the pain because I got burned, remember? And that made my tolerance level like really, really light. Like I couldn't really take it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna take some of these Percocets and go get a wax. Because, yeah.
what was your area that hurt?
Hurt it?
Yeah, that hurt the
So
most.
at first it was the outer port and the lips were fine, which at that time I was told that the lips hurted more for
Yeah.
as usual. Today the lips hurt more than the outer port.
Are you
Yes.
waiting longer weeks?
Yeah, because it doesn't grow back the same because how much I get it done, but it doesn't grow
Is it
back
still
the
long
same.
enough to be gripped?
Yeah, by
If
the
it's
time I
long
grow
enough to be
back,
gripped, you need to get waxed. You don't need to keep waiting until it's completely full.
Right.
So
No, I
it's
don't.
about 5 weeks.
yeah, well, around 5 to 6 weeks. At first, I was doing every 4 weeks, and then what I also learned is
Push
that
back.
different. Say the words for me. It's not a waxtician. It's
Oh, esthetician.
esthetician. Different estheticians, it feels different. Like this esthetician, when she does it, the outer port may hurt more, and this one, when she does it, the inner port. So currently, the way I go about it, the inner port hurts more. And I'm just like,
Yeah, it all depends on the technique they have.
Look at me.
yes.
I don't even
What
wanna
about
talk-
you, though? But that's
I-
a good question.
I don't even want to talk about it.
All right.
Like I'm like,
I would not go next month if I talk about it. But yeah, it's really cool. Quick pain. That's why I say I mastered the 7 minutes.
Yeah, the quicker.
you do
is
go
better.
fast. You do, and you be like, and that whole really do help when she. I be like, hold my eyes longer.
Yeah,
Hold my eyes
this
longer.
lady's like, hold on, grabbing her lips like this.
Hold my eyes for 5 minutes.
Listen, but the longer you in that time, the longer you wait, then you do it again. It's just gonna hurt.
It hurt regardless.
Just let them get it over with.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hold as much anymore.
Yeah.
First time is yeah, second time I look, third, rip, get on out of here. Because if I hold, now I'm taking time from
Yes.
you
From
know,
the next
finish
person.
waxing.
Yes.
I be in that crowd, please hold
Grab
me.
Okay, so thank you again for coming out, joining, talking to us about everything.
Thank you
Waxtician
for having me.
Studios and everything that you have going on. What do you have on? What do you have going on next? And where can our following find you?
So I'm definitely thinking about doing another wax tour because I love the
that's
experience.
dope. Yes.
I love the people
Yes.
more than anything because I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie, the traveling was a lot for me.
Yes, it is. It's
I had like a big old tote. I had the bed. I'm literally carrying probably about 140 by myself to the
Yep.
airport. A lot of people are like, oh, why you don't have an assistant? Listen, they cost, okay? So, but I still, now that I did it, I know how to move around. I know who, because I network.
You experience.
I had so many people like, bro, why you didn't contact me? Or why you didn't say on YouTube you looking for a assistant of Chicago and they
Yep.
could come in and help and pray, you know, this,
That's
this,
what I
this.
do now.
Exactly. I'm like, I never thought of that, you know. So now that I have learned, I'm definitely want to do it again. It was really fun. I also going to be doing classes, wax classes, opening a couple things, got my hands in a couple things, and also I'm going to be creating like a wax video.
Okay.
Like even though I do upload my own waxing person, it's not very informative, so it doesn't teach you about the temperature, the consistency of the wax. It just shows you like, you know, this and that.
Okay.
So I will be doing my own video as well. And I don't want to speak too soon, but I know I'm gonna hit this target because I always do stuff for my birthday. I am writing me a book.
Awesome.
It's very, 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 it's nothing about business. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's about my life because I have definitely came a long way.
Yes.
I'm really big on you're not a
Yes.
product of your environment, you're a
Yes.
product of your choices. So that's something kind of like I'm going to tell
got a
about my
story
past,
to
like the
tell.
hood tales, and then just how I overcame
These
a lot
are
of
the
it.
tales, the freaky tales.
For real.
I know. I I just want to dive in. I feel like too doing this episode all this time. Like I really want to dive in where you started and who you are now, because that alone is inspirational to a lot of people, not just people that found you on YouTube and now they found you, but people that known you before all this. Like to sit here now and hear everything you got going on, but now it's like, no, we ain't got that type of time. Y'all gonna hear about it.
Part 2.
But she got a book coming.
Yeah,
she's
so we can have her for part 2 when she bring her
we
book.
gonna have the books out.
Have a book.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Gotta
And
come
thank
back.
you so
No
much.
problem. Thank you, lady.
Well, okay. Where can people follow you? Get booked with you? All of this.
So I do have, with the business, we have Waxtician Studios. So the website is called www.waxmesugharme.com. I do have my own subscription channel where I do, it's $2 a month. You can watch all the exclusive videos and all the waxing videos and behind the scenes. That's JadaKennedy.live, not .com, .live, because we live over there on the website. And then I have my YouTube channel, which is Urban Extractions, 2 words with an E, extractions, how you spell it, how you supposed to spell it. Because I know a lot of people, just an X, I'm like, no, it's extractions. And then, on my Instagram, I have JadaKennedyL.e, which means licensed esthetician, JadaKennedyL.e. And then on my, I'm sorry, on my Instagram, it's Urban Extraction as well.
Plug it.
Yes, Urban
Get it
Extraction.
out there, get there, because I'm telling you, people gonna want to know like where can they connect with you at. So whatever branch you got going on, get it on out there.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you again for
Thank
joining.
you. I appreciate it. Thank you
And thank
for
y'all for
having me,
listening to the
guys.
High Heels and Tea podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.